I've turned down millions and millions and millions of deals. So why would I go on crypto and pump and dump?
XCAD bag is looking juicy again. Hodl gang.
I'm holding my bags. I'm holding my Luna, my XCAD.
Then proceeded to dump $850,000 worth of XCAD. I wish I was an evil genius that would pump and dump at the right time, because then at least people would say that I had some wit about me. Reality is I was just at crypto.
I'm so stupid that I accidentally did a pump and dump. He's just a dumb idiot. He did scab. He's just a little silly moron, idiot, baka. Subscribe!
While KSI's online career has had its fair share of controversy, 2024 has become the year that he has completely ruined his reputation beyond repair. From being called out for involvement in crypto schemes.
Yesterday, he accidentally exposed the pump and dump crypto scams that he promoted.
To staging a complete meltdown after a horrible song release.
If the whole thing was different, it would be better, right? It's actually the most.
If the whole thing was different, it would be better. No, he's right. I mean, we can be honest. If it was just a totally different song, yes, it would probably be better. I have some advice. I'm going to give this out for free, okay? Some professional advice for other content creators or just my homies in general, my besties watching. Get off Twitter during your crash out. When you're crashing out, you have to know that you're doing it. You have to have some self-awareness to know when you're in the middle of crashing out, okay? KSI has been doing that for weeks, and he will probably never recover his reputation. I've seen this happen multiple times. If you are crashing out, close Twitter. Thank you. That's my advice for free. For free 99. You're so welcome for that.
Like comment on the music video. It's got more likes than my actual music video.
Make better music then. I don't know.
No wonder KSI's online presence has been on a steep downward trajectory. However, that's only the tip of the iceberg, as KSI's response to the situation has only added fuel to the fire and turned anyone that was left against him.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this?
I just want to be clear that also it is so it's so funny to me how somebody who's been on the internet for so long, this weeks long crash out at this point, like 6 weeks of crashing out, began with a singular tweet from Dan TDM that he continues to be mad about. He's continued to reference it within the last couple of days. He was so hurt by this. How do you have such a thin skin when you've been on the internet for as long as KSI has had? That's insane.
Benefit no fine! This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better!
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be examining the crumbling reputation of YouTube's greatest trash talker, KSI. Throughout his 50-
Hello, my name is HexJuice. I am a reaction and commentary VTuber, and I am a bat girl. And you can watch my videos, which I typically post daily or twice a day sometimes, on this YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. If you would like to join our Twitch chat, you can join us almost daily, approximately most of the time, at around noon to 1 p.m. PST at twitch.tv/hex_juice. If you wanted to, hee hee hoo hoo.
Years on YouTube, KSI has dabbled in several different styles and strategies when it comes to content creation, from gameplay videos to comedy skits and even mainstream television. KSI's eccentric personality and willingness to expand his horizons has allowed him to build a platform that boasts over 24 million subscribers. While KSI's over-the-top online persona has brought him unparalleled success on the platform, it has also spawned considerable amounts of controversy, getting banned from Eurogamer, backlash for using gamer words in his videos, and heated feuds with other creators and his brother Deji are just a few examples of KSI's ego landing him in.
What gamer words? What did he say? Sorry, I'm confused. Sorry. When you say gamer word, usually they mean the N-word. He was using a term that is derogatory toward Pakistani people. No, I've never ever heard that word in my life, and I did not know it was a slur, so I learned something new today.
Hot water. Even though KSI was able to walk away from these incidents with no lasting consequences for his career or fan base, his unchecked ego would continue to get the better of him. A good example of this was KSI's response to the first loss in his boxing career at the hands of Tommy Fury.
KSI, your thoughts after that?
Robbery. It's a robbery, bro. How many jabs did he land? How many jabs did you land? You didn't get hardly any shots off.
I hate a sore loser, man. Ugh.
Huh? And you got a point off as well.
I'll tell you one thing. He can land 2 right hands around, but I was pushing the pace, I was throwing the shots, and I was the one put working.
You weren't landing. You weren't.
Unable to accept defeat, KSI would make a long-winded response to the match and try to use every method imaginable to downplay Tommy's victory.
In terms of the Tommy
I just cannot stand when people are so incredibly unconfident. Because the thing is like, that kind of behavior, this like not being able to lose, always having to defend yourself, having like a really short, like not being able to take a hit to your ego like this is very indicative of somebody who just is like intensely self-conscious, who cannot take any kind of criticism, any kind of loss, any kind of defeat. This is somebody who does not have any, you're just insecure. You're not secure in yourself. You don't really like yourself. I think that this is, for me, one of the like biggest turnoffs for a content creator, but just like people in general. Because there's people who are insecure. Like everybody has insecurities, right? But the thing is like you can have insecurities and not be insecure. Does that make sense? Do we understand? Are we on the same page about that? Like I have insecurities, but I'm not an insecure person. Everyone has insecurities. Everybody doesn't like their thighs. They don't like their voice. They don't like, whatever, Everybody has insecurities. But it's like when that becomes the person that you are, is that you're just insecure. It is so obvious in the way that you always are just defending yourself, and it's so incredibly unlikable. And I hate it when it's these like really big content creators because it just pisses me off. It's like, what the do you have to be insecure about? Go to therapy if you feel like this all the time. It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes, it is. Because when you're insecure like this, you're constantly defending yourself and constantly just like having to protect your ego, which then forces people not to like you, right? Because if you're insecure that people won't like you for this reason, for that reason, well, whatever, right? But then because because of the way living in insecurity makes you act, it means that nobody likes you anyway. And it's like, it's so counterproductive. And I can't stand because there's such a difference between having an insecurity, because that's human, and that being like a primary driver of your behavior throughout your life. And that's just giving insecurity.
Fury fight, I feel like I've come out better. Way better than he has. Like, I would much rather be in my position than his. I mean, it's nice to know that my fight with Tommy Fury will be the biggest fight he will ever have in his life. Even if he fights anyone else, no one is gonna care.
Even going as far as taking
I think that when someone is genuinely confident and genuinely understands their value, it's just so likable. I think that's one of the big building blocks of charisma. I can't tell you science on that. But when somebody genuinely likes themselves and genuinely understands the value they bring to things, it's so likable. People want to be around you because it's just sort of like a magnetic thing. This doesn't come across that way. And I think somebody who is confident might say something similar, but nobody would see it as them having a fragile ego. But that's because they're only saying it because it is obviously sort of like it's true, because they feel that way. And it's just it's so clear when somebody is putting on a projection of confidence rather than just being confident.
Taking jabs at Tommy's personal life.
And to be honest, Tommy Fury has been pretty embarrassing these past few weeks. From him being with Chris Brown, having zero rhythm, looking hella awkward, to him attempting to dance with Tion Wayne, to whatever this clip is. All while Molly May is looking after his kid at home.
What are we talking about? It was just put the fries in the bag, man. What are you talking about?
Though the results of the match were rather divisive, KSI's reaction only served to make him look like more of a loser, a fact his viewers quickly pointed out, with comments that read, "Always been a KSI fan, and wanted him to win, but after seeing the way he has reacted to losing, I'm happy he lost. Now I'm older, I understand what Deji was saying about KSI being egotistical. He's also a master manipulator to twist his fans' opinions, as well as, a wise man once said, being a sole loser is even worse than being a loser."
Well, you can lose and not be a loser. But he lost and he's a loser, which kind of makes it worse, you know? If you just lose, but you're not a loser, it's fine. No, people don't necessarily really care. But he chose not only to lose, but be a loser, to embody being a loser. Like, ugh!
Fortunately for him, it wouldn't be long before viewers forgot about KSI's arrogant rambling and moved on to other things. However, it would soon become apparent that KSI hadn't learned from his mistake, as his overinflated ego and inability to handle criticism were about to wreak more havoc on his reputation in ways he could have never imagined.
There's a difference between having an ego and being confident. Do we understand that? Having an ego is a projection of confidence based around not actually liking yourself. So you prop yourself up by like making this inflated version of you, essentially. When you're a confident person, you can handle criticism. Confident people, genuinely confident people that just like themselves, sometimes some criticism is harder than others because confident people still have insecurities, right? You can be a confident person and still have things you're insecure about or have things that you're self-conscious about. You can take criticism because you like yourself and it's not seen as a personal attack. When you have an ego, everything is a personal attack. Confidence is a shield. But when you have an ego, there's no shield there. It's just hot air. And so everything hurts and you take everything as an attack, which is, again, why he's been crashing out over a singular tweet from Dan TDM for like 6 weeks.
By the 15th of February 2024, an online investigator, CoffeeZilla, would put KSI under the microscope with a video titled, "KSI Accidentally Exposes His Crypto Scams."
He accidentally exposed the pump and dump crypto scams that he promoted. They've been hidden for 2 years.
I pump and dump your mom.
But only came out when KSI logged back into his old Twitter account, saying, "Does this still work?" Now, if you didn't know, this is KSI's crypto account where he used to talk about crypto coins he liked, but he messed up because one investigator has been waiting for him to return to the scene of the crime. And that person is not me. It's Zach XBT, a crypto investigator on Twitter.
CoffeeZilla went on to show how Zach confronted KSI on his previous shady crypto deals and promotions.
Now, many people, including myself, hadn't seen anything from KSI to this point that seemed shady. But Zach had been waiting for this moment. He goes on, "Remember when KSI posted this? All of a sudden, my XCAD bag is looking juicy again. Hodl gang then proceeded to dump $850,000 worth of XCAD over the following days from his wallet address."
I hate this Bitcoin. Because the thing is I don't think any of the shit that they do, like all of the pump and dump stuff, like Mr. Beast we were talking about the Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, KSI, Boogie2988 has done that. It's like, I don't think any of that is regulated. I don't think any of that is illegal, despite the fact that it's obviously not okay, like market manipulation of Bitcoin stuff. I can't stand it. It's not regulated. Yeah, it's not regulated. And yeah, there's a ton of rug pull energy because that's what happens to a stock market. Like it's a stock market adjacent stuff when it's not regulated. That's why the stock market is regulated, which, by the way, if you don't understand this, does not stop people from doing this kind of stuff. They still do it and get away with it. Just to be clear, with crypto, it's so easy because they don't even have to pretend that's not what they're doing. They're just doing it.
As well as sharing proof of KSI.
I have no idea what CoffeeZilla just read. I don't understand crypto. Basically what it is that they are promoting a coin to their audience and saying it's doing well. So they're buying it, right, when it's cheaper. They're promoting it to their audience and saying it's doing well, which means their audience buy the coin, thus increasing the cost of the coin, increasing its price, making it more valuable. Then they sell off the coin so that they make money. That's what they're doing. And this is super, like a ton of things have happened like this. But yeah, basically they're using their audience to inflate the cost of these things and then selling them off so they can make money off of it.
By selling tokens that he publicly claimed to hold.
Zach also shared a picture as proof. Series of transactions from KSI's wallet where starting on March 27th, when he sent that tweet, KSI started selling XCAD. the same day he tweeted he was part of the HODL gang, slang for someone who wouldn't sell this crypto coin, right? In fact, that wasn't the only time KSI has mentioned this holding stance publicly.
I'm holding my bags. I'm holding my Luna, my XCAD.
Videos like this are why people genuinely thought KSI was just buying and holding, but he wasn't.
To get some clarity on the situation,
Okay, so he's specifically telling his audience that he's not selling off his coin and then doing it. That's so scubby, dude. Okay, listen to me closely. Listen to me good. All right. Don't put your money into Bitcoin. Do not put your money into Bitcoin, especially if it is a YouTuber who is telling you to do it. Do not put your money into Bitcoin. There are better investments to make. I don't know what they are. I just know Bitcoin is none of them. I don't know what they are. Don't ask me. Ask somebody who knows. But it's not Bitcoin. Don't do that, please. Thank you.
CoffeeZilla contacted KSI about the pump and dump allegations, and he had this to say.
The HODL gang, LMAO, sold some profit, as well as my own money, to put into Luna, thinking I would profit more to buy back more XCAD, and took a major L. Still fully believe in XCAD, the ability to earn from watching content. Honestly, you should talk to Redacted. He's very excited about this project. I never left crypto. I've just been watching it from the shadows. It's kind of hard to leave when you've invested so many years into it. He then shared a personal account screenshot showing that he does have some XCAD still held. It doesn't really change the core accusation of whether he pumped and dumped his fans.
While there was some plausible deniability if KSI was involved in only one crypto scheme, it becomes a lot more difficult to believe his story when he was involved in the same scheme twice.
But then I got another message which changed.
Well, I mean, he's besties with Logan Paul. Like, let's be honest. Where do you think he learned it? He learned it from someone.
Everything from Zach. He said, I have one more KSI example with a different coin. Turns out on March 20th, 2021, KSI tweeted this. 2 NFT coins I'm very bullish on, Super and Earn. Any other NFTs I should look at? Now, normally when you're bullish on a coin, you buy that coin. But that's not what KSI did. See, right after he tweeted that, 6 hours later, he sold $174,000 worth of Earn token. And then 4 hours later, sells another $174,000. Now, if that isn't a textbook pump and dump, I don't know what is.
When questioned about the second,
Bro, dude, please. Please do not put your money into Bitcoin, dude. Just do regular stocks or investments or whatever. I don't know. Honestly, at the end of the day, honestly, just burn it. It's about as much that's about as useful as it is to do this. Just burn it.
crypto pump and dump, KSI replied with this statement.
He says, I don't really remember the details of every transaction I made. These were coins I put my own money in, thinking they would do well. I would listen to what people said on Twitter and just follow stuff. I invested in Doge, etc.
It's all basically gambling, but that's the point of it, is it's not. That's kind of the problem, is it's not gambling if you have influence and a lot of money. He's not gambling anything. He's putting his money and then creating it to be a profitable investment because he has the ability to do that. Because he can send a tweet and inflate the cost of something, the price of a coin, and then sell it off. There's nothing gambling about it. There's no risk involved. He's guaranteed to win. The people gambling are the people who are trusting him. It's very the house always wins. He's guaranteeing the win.
Didn't have malicious intent in trying to scam. I was new to crypto, so I was excited, putting money in random things and trying to chase the pumps, and ultimately lost heavily. I hope people didn't take advice or tweets as gold, because looking back at my track record, I was effing dog shit. I wish I was an evil genius that would pump and dump at the right time, because then at least people would say that I had some wit about me. Reality is, I was just at crypto.
In addition to this, KSI claimed that the contradiction between his tweets and trading behavior was due to being trolled by the market.
And I said as much. I said, I'm just trying to understand why you traded the opposite way that you were saying on Twitter. And KSI replied this, because I thought I was getting trolled. Honestly, every time I tweeted something, the opposite would happen on the market. So I decided to tweet the opposite of what I was actually doing and still took an L. He thought the market was against him, so he publicly said one thing.
I'm so stupid that I accidentally did a pump and dump. Is that our defense here? I'm so something dumb that I accidentally pump and dumped and still lost, buddy? Like, what?
While privately, secretly doing the opposite, which is kind of the definition of a pump and dump when you promote that to a big audience.
The holes in KSI's story would only continue to get larger, as Zach revealed yet another obvious example of dishonest activity.
Meanwhile, though, while I was confronting KSI, I heard a final response from Zach XBT, which he said, I found another example. See, on May 11, 2021, KSI Crypto tweeted, "This is about to explode." Only moments later, though, he sold $25,000. Didn't buy it, which I get it. It's a relatively small amount, but it furthers that same pattern of behavior.
Not long after these allegations were made public, another member of the crypto community and fan of KSI by the name of Vipor published a 38-page document defending him, as well as offering counters to the tweets Zach presented. The main argument of the document was that KSI wasn't a serious trader and had lost money on several occasions. Reading, KSI had no reason to pump and dump the coins, and KSI did not pump and dump any coin, but the false allegations and half-truths were shared in such a way to make it look like KSI has scammed his fans. But in actuality, he did not scam any of his fans, but has himself lost a lot of money in his trades.
He did do a pump and dump scam. He's just really stupid. He's just a dumb idiot. He didn't scam. He's just a little silly moron, idiot, baka.
Even though it wasn't clear if KSI had traded maliciously or not, CoffeeZilla would later put forward the notion that influencers should be held accountable when promoting a financial product.
That, like, if a public influencer with a lot of followers promotes something and they say they're bullish, they say they're excited, they say they're HODL gang, and they sell, that's a pump and dump.
To illustrate his point, CoffeeZilla would share more messages of him telling KSI how much of an impact he had on the market.
I shared with him the volume calculation I had done based on an aggregate of a bunch of different crypto exchanges showing that XCAD's volume went up. Because one thing he told me, he's like, look, I hope people didn't actually take my tweets. And I said, this is XCAD trading volume. The red arrows are right after you tweeted, people dumped in money. Trading volume spiked by millions of dollars multiple times. Whether or not you realize it, you have insane influence more than most celebrities. Wielding it like this is bad, whether or not you have ill intentions.
Despite CoffeeZilla's attempt to present the situation in good faith, KSI would respond on stream by trying to frame him as a clout chaser.
Well, honestly, it's...
Oh, God. No, that's true. If anyone ever criticizes me for doing anything ever, it's only because they're chasing clout. That's the only reason. I've never done anything wrong. I'm perfect in every way. I have never made a mistake. I've never done anything wrong. It's for clout. It's for clout. It's for clout. It's for clout. For sure. 100%.
Kind of mad how CoffeeZilla has made not one, not two, but 3 videos on me. And I haven't even responded yet.
In addition to this, KSI...
The way he laughs pisses me the off. It's giving such ick. I'm like, okay, yes. Is it oftentimes a valid way to sort of demonstrate your, like, I don't really care, it like laughing off? Absolutely. It's the most forced I've ever heard the way he does. He always do that? Because now there's been multiple clips just in this video of him laughing it off. I refuse to watch this shit. I cannot physically sit through a video of KSI. Is that what he does? Where he just like forces himself to laugh off like this? It's so cringy.
Argued that he was too rich to participate in crypto schemes or scam anyone.
The rich are the person who do this! Most of the time, the people who do this kind of are the rich people because they're the ones who have the influence. That's insane.
I don't know. Why would I scam? I've turned down millions and millions and millions of deals. Like tens of millions of me to do, I don't know, some gambling stuff. So why would I go on crypto and pump and dump for what?
Instead of properly addressing the
I'm too rich to do scams. Real.
allegations, KSI was trying to discredit his critics, and his viewers wouldn't hesitate to call him out on it, with comments reading, "I still don't understand why JJ would sell hours after tweeting to buy the crypto." This response addressed none of CoffeeZilla's points. Also, JJ is not gonna sue anyone. That's the most empty threat I've ever seen. As well as, "Mate, you've been hanging with Logan Paul too much. You literally tweeted about the crypto, but 15 minutes later dumped. You do realize that is the definition of a pump and dump." Sadly, this wouldn't be the only instance of KSI's association with Logan souring his relationship with his own fans. In the coming months, the two creators were about
I just want to say, my husband sent me some of my old videos. Old ass videos of mine doing different kinds of content. It was when I was trying to be like a makeup influencer, essentially. And I want y'all to know, I was hating on Logan Paul in videos in like 2018. I was hating on Logan Paul before y'all could have ever known me. It was so funny.
To collaborate on a product that
And so what I want to say is, Logan Paul hate based is the point of that. I just wanted to share that story is really all it is.
only served to turn fans against them. By the 16th of September 2024, KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast would launch a children's food product named Lunchly. They marketed the product as a healthy alternative to the already established Lunchable.
It sure wasn't.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar. Feastables Crunch Bar. Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese.
As you'd imagine, people were skeptical of the product because of Mr. Beast's involvement and other blatantly unhealthy items included in the meal, Feastables, and Prime. However,
Prime just has a little bit of wet in it, allegedly. A little bit of wet never hurt anybody. All of my grandparents and my mom, they had all kinds of wet paint. They were eating wet paint off the freaking walls. And it was fine. A little bit of wet never hurt nobody, allegedly.
that wouldn't be the only source of hate for their new product, as popular YouTube creator Dan TDM pointed out something everyone knew but hadn't said, with a tweet that read, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is just selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. But how does it benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better." The tweet would go viral and spark a massive wave of criticism directed at both Lunchly and the creators behind it. From the concerned
And then KSI spiraled for like 6 weeks straight. I think he's just still tweeting about this. Yeah, no, he tweeted about it directly 4 days ago. 4 days ago. This was on September 16th. It was a month ago. He was still tweeting about it 4 days ago. That's how badly this hurt him. That's insane.
about the impact on children's health, to the disapproval of the influencer's misleading marketing techniques, people held nothing back in their criticism of Lunchly. By the 22nd of September 2024, KSI could no longer bear the hit to his ego over the hate for Lunchly, and defended the product in a video titled, "Everybody Hates Us Right Now."
So this is what I said. Looks like crap to me, while showing his toys that he sold to kids.
And nobody laughed. Nobody laughed when he responded like that. Nobody really thought he was valid. Nobody thought it was funny. And the crowd went mild. Bow, 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 bow. Awful response. Not funny. The forced laughing here, once again, is giving me the ick. I think this is a valid ick. I know some people don't like the concept of an ick. Sometimes it's valid. This is one of those times.
How does this benefit your fans, Dan? Now, obviously, people didn't realize that I was shining a mirror in his face. Instead, they were like,
wait, you did the same as Dan. You made toys with Tube Heroes.
And yes, that's fair, but I'm not the one complaining.
KSI would then go on a rant about how Dan TDM had sold food products to children before, and that what he was doing was no different, as well as cherry-picking negative responses from viewers and claiming they were representative of Dan's entire audience.
Sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. His fans imploded.
And again, the crowd went mild. Bow, 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 bow. Nobody was convinced by that except for the strongest in the KSI army of cockriders and bootlickers. Only the most loyal soldiers did anything but continue to laugh at him for this, to be clear.
Some just decided just to be racist.
I can't, dude. Sorry, I can't. Every time he does it, I am increasingly being filled with rage. The laugh is killing me.
I feel like KSI does nothing in life and still gets paid for it in something other than welfare or food stamps. It's noteworthy. It's like how monkeys in the jungle have started to understand the concept of tools.
What KSI didn't seem to understand was that he was presenting lunch.
I mean, yes, that's obviously super duper racist. Like, that's disgusting. That's horrible. But like, what the are are we talking about? Okay, put the fries in the bag. Put the Lunchables in the shopping bag, and let me go the home. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the Lunchables out of the refrigerated section, and I'm gonna go ahead and stuff it randomly in the toy aisle, really, really far away. And yes, this will inconvenience the store workers, so I'm sorry about that. And I'm gonna put it there so that it is too warm and they can't put it back in the refrigerator without getting in trouble because it might make the food spoil. And then nobody will have to deal with your ass Lunchables. How about we do that instead? How about you shut up? Oh my God, the laughing is like I'm tweaking the out over the laughing. It's freaking me out.
Actually, as a healthy alternative for children, while only promoting the food product based on taste and satisfaction. Unfortunately, KSI already set his mind on the idea that the backlash was simply due to people hating on him, Logan, and Mr. Beast.
Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rog released sweets? I'm not seeing people going crazy towards them on Twitter. You know why? I've realized why. It's because people just hate us.
I'm about to freak out. Because it's like it's an inherent misunderstanding of why people are annoyed by his product. But people don't like you too, also. But like your response, you don't actually understand why people are critical of your Lunchables. I was about to say lunchy. Your shitty Lunchables copy. You don't even understand the primary criticism of that. And you're like, oh, it's just because people hate us. And it's like, yes, people do hate you and have hated you. It's not a new thing. However, the reason they don't like your stupid Lunchables copy is because it's and nobody wanted it.
People just hate us. People hate Logan Paul.
Yes.
Okay?
Me a lot. Yes, we do hate Logan Paul. That's true.
Hate Mr. Beast. And
I'll say I hate Mr. Beast. That's fair, yeah.
They hate me.
Naturally.
I hate you now after having to hear you laugh multiple times. I'm gonna be honest, I just think he's kind of funny to clown on. Me personally, I did not have a strong opinion on KSI, mostly because I refused to ever interact with his content because I find him relatively unbearable. But yeah, I do hate you now because after hearing your laugh for like the very short clips I've had to do it, I cannot stand anything about you. God damn.
Viewers didn't support that idea and decided to show KSI what true hate looks like. The video would receive over 200,000 dislikes and the comment section was filled to the brim with people trolling KSI. Him fake laughing every 10 seconds just makes him look desperate. KSI's ego has grown so—
Thank you for Monio 3 weeks ago in the comment section for addressing this. You're so based for that. You're so real. W Monio.
much to the point where he actually believes that he hasn't done anything wrong, as well as bro's ego is bigger than his forehead. Around a day later, a health professional named Dr. Mike would give his expert opinion on the matter and point out several nutritional concerns that were being overlooked.
I reacted to this. It's in, I'll put the card thing above my head. I think it's where it's going to be on the YouTube video. I watched this. You can watch me watch it if you like that kind of thing. It was a good video. So good.
Able to conclude is that Lunchly has less sugar and therefore less calories than Lunchables in comparable kits. That's probably due to the drink component of the kit, as Capri Sun uses sugar and Prime is artificially sweetened. Lunchly has significantly more potassium than Lunchables because of the Prime drink, which I guess is good, but not something I'd regularly use in deciding if a food is an ideal lunch for a kid. But the entirety of the kit is still considered an ultra-processed meal.
On the subject of Lunchly, Dr. Mike would have this to say.
Kids need energy to function and calories give them that energy. Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories.
And if they did that, they'd get nearly 1,300 milligrams of sodium,
which
it's just a little bit, a lot of extra sodium. A lot of extra sodium is not that bad, would we? I mean, like, what could happen? Just a little bit of heart failure or something? I don't know. Like, it's just a little bit of salt. Salt is yummy. What's the problem?
Is also significantly over the USDA standards. It's clear Lunchly, just like Lunchables, misses the mark too many times to be considered meaningfully healthier, at least in my opinion.
Seeing the dubious health claims of Lunchly get debunked wasn't the only thing KSI had to worry about, as his next project was about to face—
Well, I don't even think he responded to that, like, at all. I think they only responded to Dan TDM, which really shows you, like, which really shows you their priorities, which is insane.
Even more hate and criticism. Around the end of September, KSI began promoting his new single, Thick of It, with some strange marketing tactics, with a tweet.
I have a video about this song on my Clips channel. I'll try and put it in the card as well. It's very funny. I like that video a lot. You should go watch it. It's very good.
Reading, a lot has happened these past few days online, so here I am addressing everything below. Due to the misleading nature of the tweet, he was immediately hit with a community note that read, not only is the link 100% misleading, which breaks X guidelines, it's also a marketing tactic by WMG, who created the site that's using anger surrounding his controversies to promote his new single. This same tactic was also used recently for the song, but with Jake Paul. Unfortunately for KSI, no amount of marketing was enough to prevent the overwhelmingly negative response to the song, as the YouTube release received over 1 million dislikes. To add insult to injury, one of the comments under the video would receive more likes than the actual song itself. Something
Oh God, it's so good. I think he deleted it too. I'm sure they'll mention that if so, but oh God, it's so bad. God, that song's so bad. I don't think it's the worst song I've ever heard. I want to say that. I don't think it is the worst song I've ever heard because it is an earworm and it does have a tune. However, I don't also think it has a single redeeming quality that makes it a good song.
that KSI couldn't stand.
If the whole thing was different, it would be better, right? Fantastic.
Yep.
This was literally my top comment. If anything, it's actually the most liked comment on the music video. It's got more likes than my actual music video. A comment! 200.
Why would you make a video saying this? Why the f would you make a video talking about this or pointing this out at all? He also then deleted the comment.
2,000 likes on this comment. Why aren't you liking the video?
Because it's not a good song and people don't like you.
KSI's other single, Low, would endure a similar treatment with over 30,000 dislikes. The trolling and hate didn't stop there, as TikTok and YouTube were flooded with videos making fun of the song's lyrics and presentation.
New song is straight fire if you were to listen to it on mute. I am being
this hit insanely on mute.
100% dead ass when I say this. This is one of the worst songs I've ever fucking heard in my life. Wait till you see the music video. All my ops getting it. You're not ready. Bro, who exactly are your ops? Dan TDF?
During Aiden Ross's stream, KSI would have a knee-jerk reaction when questioned about the audience's reception of the song.
What do you want to happen? What do you it's already out. Your song's already a meme. What do you want to happen now? What is
I just wanted to stop. I wanted to stop. I want people to stop making fun of my song.
I understand, man.
You don't understand because you haven't released a song before. Imagine putting your heart and soul into a project and then release it into the world and everyone's going, ha ha.
I'm gonna be real. Whoever helped him make that song or whatever friends, I'm sure he showed that song to his friends, probably in the works and before he released it. You'll need to fire every single person involved with that and unfriend every person you showed if they told you that shit was good. This mega is super ass. It's not it's listenable in a sort of basic way. It's an earworm, which I think is kind of the point of a lot of these meme songs, but it's not good. And anybody who told you that it was good is a liar.
Trash! Trash! From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. I'm literally talking about every aspect in my life.
Currently, KSI is still getting heated over the hate towards the song, and it doesn't look like that will change anytime soon. With a tweet reading, "Generational haters everywhere. I'm so tired of it at this point. Just leave me alone." KSI is
I'm giving a lick. My buddy got a chode. They know me for my hose. My meat grows. My meat's big and it grows. I don't know nothing about vagine, only bros. 40-something Willie rubs her so, then it blows. Whoa! I can't keep my booty closed.
the perfect example of a creator who's incapable of noticing or learning from their mistakes. He couldn't handle the backlash from Saul losing after his fight with Tommy Fury, nor could he properly respond to the allegation of being involved in several crypto pump and dumps.
That's because he did it allegedly.
Said KSI tried to protect his ego by hiding behind his insecure laughter and deflecting legitimate arguments. That kind of behavior rarely goes unnoticed by the internet, and it was only a matter of time before KSI's other endeavors were all hit with the hate he had been avoiding.
So, that was KSI being KSI, I guess. I don't know how I've avoided so much media involving KSI successfully. I feel like eventually I've always been forced to look at Logan Paul and Mr. Beast and stuff. But I have really effectively avoided KSI. That was so something. I didn't know he did all the crypto stuff, personally. Just so you know, this video was made in the effort to clout chase off of KSI, as we are criticizing him very clearly. I need that KSI clout because I'm going to get so much of it for doing this video. Love y'all. Join the Twitch. We stream approximately daily at approximately noon to 1 to sometimes 2-ish on Twitch at twitch.tv/hex_juice. I want to get to 50K before the end of the year. So if you subscribe, it would be really poggers or whatever if we could get to 50K subs. But bye. See you later. Love you. Howdy.